9 kills in the STRV 81, got 8k RP with a win and premium count. Oh, the RP rewards. Well, I've tried to you know, point this out several times in videos and stuff like that, Mr. Lazy. Right from, you know, the get-go, since they introduced tanks and I started working on them, you know, grinding on them and stuff like that. There's always been a massive discrepancy with regards to the earnings you get in aircraft compared to what you get in tanks in this game. In my opinion, it shouldn't be like that, but the reason why Gaijin have done it like that, I think, is basically because of World of Tanks. To have the grind as much the same, if you understand what I mean, so it's almost identical. So, you know, a top tier tank in World of Tanks might cost you, I don't know how much RP it would be in that, 500,000 maybe. But in this game, it's maybe not 500,000, but when you've got it, you've then got to grind out all of this stuff, which is another, like, you know, massive chunk of RP on top. I think at one point I did calculate how much RP it would take to research all the stuff for the Jagdtiger. And the Jagdtiger, I think, is like... How much was that to research when I got it? I think that was like 300,000 maybe. Maybe 280,000. It could even have been more when I got it. But either way, for all of these, all of these cost more to research than it does to actually research the Jagdtiger itself. And you've got to do all of this, unless you're going to spend gold on them. 765 gold for the engine. In order to spade the vehicle, you know, to get the most performance out of it. And it's the same for all of the top tier tanks. Tier 4s are almost as bad as far as the grind goes in comparison to tier 5, but it's almost, I'd say it's kind of bearable, but it's still kind of shit because of the way Gaijin do things with regards to that and that. Now, my suggestion to fix this issue with the parts and the FPE is to basically make it so that you get parts to begin with, but your repair time is 25% longer, say. And then you research those parts there, that module, and that increases or decreases the repair time by 25%. So it makes it what it is now, say, when you've got parts. It's as simple as that. The FPE, what I would do with that is I'd probably say you've got 2 charges to begin with, and unlocking that will give you an extra 2 charges. I don't think that is going to break the game, if you know what I mean. As far as the parts go, doing the same thing with that isn't going to break it either. And that is it's only a very small change doing that. In my, you know, it's not doing, it's not breaking the game. And it's certainly not going to off the player base, which is what this is doing at the moment. So, you know, they could do that. They could. But I don't think they will.